All right, and we are immediately back. So let's go ahead and spend some of this stuff here. Like I said, we're going to prioritize our Imperials here for a little bit to make sure that they're able to actually do content and not lose one slot, which feels really bad. Salvage runs are always going to be easy, just due to the nature of them. Like, the units don't hit hard. The only thing that is annoying is going to be the salvage chest, but we have a strategy to deal with that I will show you if I haven't already. But that is essentially relying on Vindicta's Act of Faith, I think it is. Yep, Act of Faith. And pretty much not using her to attack, or anything for that matter. Just pick up things on the ground for a little bit. And then whenever it comes time to it, she'll just attack, and she'll have the additional crit value to be able to drop that salvage chest. So, almost a guaranteed that you'll get the salvage chest every time if you do that. There have been times on... See, look, instant crit, beautiful. There have been times, especially on the Chaos faction, when nobody wants to crit. And you're just like, well, I guess I'm not getting my shards. Which, I mean, the Snotflogger shards are nice because he's nice for campaign, but he's not needed by any stretch of the imagination. So we did get an... Xenos weapon, the Necron weapon, and then we got 4 shards for Snotflogger, so cool. Let's go ahead and give Immospec the weapon. I'm sorry, Makotep the weapon. And we got the salvage run battle done, so that is Snotflogger shards. Yay. Alright, let's see here. 10 campaign battles. That should be easy to get. And that also gives us a nice little rec order, so that's going to be fun. Alright, and that is really all that we're seeing that we want to do. So I think we need to raid 5 campaign battles, actually. So we'll go ahead and raid all of those right now. And we're still going to do the Bellator. That is the biggest thing that I want to farm. I know that I need gear to upgrade my characters right now because they are hurting. They're not performing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. We had just enough. So let's collect this mission here. We got those interrogation notes. I imagine we have another chest over here for Sarkael. Absolutely. Let's pick that up. Sweet. Money, money. All right. So, let's start taking a look at how we need to gear out some of these characters. So, we do not have access to that yet, but we should be able to get that for sure. So, hop into here and knock out this content. And also, you know, shameless plug over here. We are still 6 subs shy of our 50 sub goal, and as soon as the 50 sub goal gets reached, there will be another giveaway. So, like I said before, if the giveaway for the 25 subs was $25, if you're good at math or good at guessing, you could probably figure out what the 50 sub goal is going to be. Just saying. Alright, so can't really do any of this content just yet. Let's see if Certus needs anything still. His is going to be found in Indomitus 40, so let's go ahead and get up to Indomitus 40. And like I said, we just really need to start plugging and chugging through here. That way our characters are actually able to do content. And I'm not just over here failing stuff and looking awfully embarrassing. So I highly recommend for anybody starting a new account, they don't follow my lead in the way that I've been doing certain things. I just really want to be able to highlight some of the stuff that I am doing for all of you. Sorry, dogs are losing their minds real quick because my food is here, so hopefully they'll die down and I won't have to keep muting myself. But anyway, the big thing that I really want to do is show all of you the different content. And yeah, it's not ideal, right? I want to be as strong as possible before I start walking into guild raids, for example, right? I want to have 0 energy by the time I walk into a guild raid. I want to have 0 onslaught tokens by the time I walk into a guild raid, right? But there are certain considerations to take into mind, like I don't want to max out my onslaught tokens and other stuff like that. Sorry about that. Had to go grab the food, otherwise the dogs were not going to stop. So, jumping right back into it, we just finished that campaign battle. Was just talking about how I want to be as strong as possible. So, we did level up our Certus, so let's go ahead and put points into both of his abilities real quick. That should actually hit us power level 11, which will feel real good. A little bit of love for a Vindicta, we might as well give that to Makotep there, and boom, level up. So, really starting to get those Golgort shards, getting some more rec orders. That feels fantastic, and honestly, we just gotta keep plugging and chugging away at this campaign. Otherwise, we're not really gonna get anywhere with our current characters, so. Alright, we did all of our Bellator stuff today. We're eventually probably gonna want to do all of our Vindicta stuff as well. Let's go ahead and move Bellator here. Yes, I know that's onto the razor wire, but I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Double tap there for Vindicta. And we're not going to be able to kill that guy, but we'll put a little bit of damage into him. Alright, let's get the double summon off here for Bellator. Smack you. The duplication of these Scarab Swarms are so annoying. I know I talked about it before, but like for the legendary release events, they can just absolutely ruin your whole life. Feels pretty bad whenever that happens for sure. So we missed the Lightning victory by 1. It is what it is. I definitely could have played it a lot better, and I'm not too worried about these lower tier Lightning victories. Main thing I want to do is unlock the gear, unlock the upgrades, and doing it as fast as possible is probably going to be as best as possible, to be honest with you. So, cool. Got nothing from that, so we'll just keep pressing on. All right. I know they're talking about the chapter master, and this faction is just so dang weird. And I know it's the initial faction and the initial campaign, but, you know, every other campaign that you do has a preset kind of set up to it where, you know, the Indomitus Mirror campaign, it's all Necrons, or the Fall of Cadia is all Black Legion. And this one is just like, well, here's an Adeptus Sororitas sister. We'll give you, you know, yeah, fuck, man, words are hard. Essentially, it's just like a shotgun mix for what they give you and what the expectations are for it. So, it's just really weird having the Adeptus Sororitas sister thrown in there to the mix. But, man, I would love Calgar. I still don't have him on my main account. As soon as I get my Celestine, he will be farmed, or start the farm for him, so that will be exciting. Alright, pick up those missions. Typhus, I still don't have him on my main account either. Oh, that is a tease. That is a tease and a half. But no, we will not buy the Battle Pass. Like I said, though, good investment. Good investment. One of the best investments that you can make if you're going to spend money on this game. So, and we'll keep pressing, and I think that will be the last upgrade that we will need for Certus before we can increase his gear level, which would be awesome. And I know I talked about it in the Sark.io video, but I'm just going to talk about it here. Certus is a decent sniper for what he is, but when it comes down to it, like, just his lack of really any sort of decent passive really limits him as a character for content outside of pretty much this campaign, in my personal opinion. I mean, yeah, if he hides in brush, he takes reduced damage, which is great for PvP and great for this campaign at points, but outside of that, kind of underwhelming to say the least. I'll move everybody up. And damn it, one survived. It's because of those scarab swarms, man. The scarab swarms get me every time. So, but that should be what we needed for Certus, if I'm not mistaken. That was campaign mission 40. Money. And we will rank him up, so awesome. Get that gear piece in there. And we got some more missions to claim. 75 upgrades for characters. Get myself a little Blackstone. Got some missions done as well, so we got a good chunk of aleph null shards, which that's going to be extremely beneficial. Got the 10 campaign battles done. We got to collect the level up first. And I think Harkin shards for this. Rec order, which is awesome. Yep, Harkin shards, so sweet. We'll have him eventually. And he's actually going to be probably a pretty decent character considering my lineup right now and what I have to work with. So we will take that as we will. Another mission done. Oh, sweet. Beat Battle 45 in the Indomitus campaign, which we haven't done. So that's a bug. But we'll take it to get the mechanical bug. So, oops, but thanks. And boom, there we go, aleph null. So now we have the option to do the Indomitus Mirror campaign as well. So, that's going to be pretty sweet indeed. And, you know, glow green here. Power pack for a character, we don't want it. But we do have access to the Indomitus Mirror campaign. And this is what I was talking about, just starting off with the Adeptus Aurora sister instead of, you know, this one being in sizes, which I'm not complaining. I don't want in sizes shards. It's just really weird. But also the fact that, like, I think you can only do 3 of these per, because they have the 7 in the Indomitus here. So, yeah, you should be... Yeah, this one can be done 10 times. But if I'm not mistaken... Let's look at Certus here. Yeah, this mission can only be done 7 times. So it's a little weird how this one was structured. And, you know, they definitely went with a more staple flow for it and later. It's the introductory stuff. It makes sense that if it's a little bit different. But cool. Let's go ahead and drop some upgrades on aleph null, who is going to be a fantastic character for us. A great summoner for a lot of content. PvP, I'm going to want him in PvP as well. So we're definitely... And he's going to be the carry, essentially, for the Indomitus Mirror campaign. Without him, life is going to be very hard. Let's go ahead and just drop some levels on him real quick. And get his abilities ramping up here. Alright, so... Now we can start bouncing back and forth between the two and start getting these unlocked. We are going to want to give love to our Necron so we can start doing the Xenos Onslaught and not failing it, which would be awesome. Which we should be able to do that Xenos Onslaught now, actually. Because, I mean, aleph null is an absolute menace to society if you ever get the Scarabs rolling. But we also have, you know, the other summons and everything going on here. So we actually now have a full team of Xenos, which is awesome. So let's move aleph up. Let's get a shot out here. Go ahead and use this ability to smack some people. Fantastic. And we'll go ahead and we'll wait to summon the Grot Tank. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move aleph right here. And then we're going to move the Grot Tank... I'm going to summon it here. And then if we move Makotep here and use his ability, granted, the Grot Tank's not going to be able to attack, right? There's nothing to attack. But that gives a chance for my Scarabs to duplicate, which they both did. So that's going to be pretty beneficial. And then we'll park Emma Spec here so he can start doing his Overwatch shenanigans. And apparently he only wanted to Overwatch one person. And that's fine. So with aleph null, right, I have two options. I can heal my scarabs, which I should absolutely do, or I can attack with them. So we're definitely going to want to keep these scarabs topped off. And I think I talked about this in a different video, but I can find out which of my scarabs still have not duplicated, right? So it's these two right here. Look, I can see this is highlighted green. That means they have not used that ability. I want to protect these two so they can have a better chance to duplicate. All right. So that one duplicated, that one has not, and that one has not. So, but for right now, we should be in the money. I can't imagine we're going to have too much issues now with that many scarabs on the battlefield. So, should honestly just be pretty chill just from here on out. And then definitely want to get the experience on aleph null. The higher that we can get these scarabs up, the happier that we're going to be. And since we did not full clear this last time, I'm only going to get 2 badges here, which, a little unfortunate, but that is the nature of the beast. Now, honoring my characters here, I have choices. I think the only real good ones are going to be aleph null and Calandus right now, and I think for sure prioritizing aleph null is going to be the play. But yes, Xenos campaign has been done, and we're gonna, Onslaught has been done, and we're gonna call that video right here, and we'll be right back.